My game is stuttering hard for some reason. I don't know if my computer is just getting fucking tired of me because I've been playing games all day. I probably should have restarted it, but I feel like I want to just try to play the game anyway. Hopefully the recording is fine. It's just BlueStacks is having trouble. I've just popped open Task Manager and it's using about 25% of my CPU, and just overall only 35% of my CPU is being used. So I don't know what the fuck's going on, but the audio is awful. I'm just gonna turn the audio off because it's crusty. I'd rather hear silence than listen to the music being bad. But it's funny. I don't know why it's so laggy. I probably should have restarted my computer, but yeah, I was playing oh, I keep forgetting what it's called. I should have it open. Bright Memory Infinite. It came out last year. It's funny. So I saw it on like, cause you know when you open Steam, it gives you like the little pop up with like different deals and stuff, or just like or various things, and that it was on there. The game was Bright Memory Infinite, and the thing they were announcing was that there were free skins that you could download for that game. Because well, it was also on sale. And I guess I assumed that was what was being announced, because I bought it because it looked cool. It's like a shooter type thing. It's with some cool like other like abilities and like melee mechanics that are pretty neat. And the main character is you know, some like cute Asian girl or whatever. I forget what her name is. And there's different skins that you can either unlock or buy. So there's like, because I was looking at the DLC, and 2 of the DLCs were like 60 some cents, and then also said you can unlock these in the game, and the other ones were a little bit more. They were like $1.50, and you couldn't unlock them. You could only buy them. Or like, well, I wasn't looking at all of the DLCs. I was only looking at the DLCs that came in the bundle, and I was like, well, I don't want the bundle. And I assumed that was all the DLCs. I did not even realize that there were 2 free DLCs of completely free skins that I could have downloaded, because they were like New Year's skins. It was just like fancy dresses or whatever. So I booted up the game, and I discovered the condition for unlocking the first available skin, is it tongs? I think I need tongs. Is to beat the game in hard mode. And the skin, it's like a skinny jeans and like white tank top as the skin. I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, I'll give it a shot. Because it's a short game as well. So I was like, okay, I'll play the game in hard mode and then unlock the skinny jeans, and maybe I'll play it in the next difficulty, because you can reload or launch the game again in a higher difficulty, but then also like you can do a new game plus and keep your old abilities and stuff. So I might try it again, because it was a pretty fun game. But like the whole time I could have been playing in like with like a sexy dress or whatever, and I didn't even realize it. So I guess I have to just play it again. Play it a couple times. It's fun. Yeah, like I said, it's a very short game. It's very linear. There's really not a lot to explore. There's some like hidden collectibles or whatever. Not really collectibles, but like the stuff that you use to upgrade, you can find kind of scattered around, and sometimes they're like tucked behind a corner and you have to kind of look for them. But for the most part, it's a very linear game, and the story is like, I couldn't make too much sense of the story. It wasn't like all over the place. It just didn't interest me, I guess. And so like it didn't engage me enough for me to pay that much attention. I just knew that everything was an enemy. Like, just shoot at the soldiers and the other dudes. Because it's not just soldiers. It's most of the time it's soldiers, and sometimes it's like samurai guys. Like you go into the past or something and fight samurai guys. I don't know how it works. You stay in the same place, but the samurai guys are cool. because they're all stronger, and they use predominantly melee, except for the ones that have bows. But no, it was a fun game. I'm glad I spent $15 on it. Steam thinks that I put 7 hours into it, and it's really more like 3 because I kind of took a break in the middle and like ate and got a shower and like did a bunch of other stuff, and I just left the game on. So now Steam thinks it's my favorite game. But it is a good game. Bright Memory Infinite. Because I'm also a little bit curious about the original Bright Memory, because I think the Infinite is basically like the same game but like revamped a little bit. And I think people who already owned Bright Memory got Bright Memory Infinite for free. But I couldn't just buy the one game and then get both of them. I don't think anyway. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Like I said, I like the mechanics. The girl looks good. It's mostly like a tech demo almost in terms of the like, because it's a very like just a gorgeous game, like in terms of the graphics or whatever. Like, you know, you got all the ray tracing and like just the environment, and the environments looked really nice. I got stuck behind a table once, but I don't know, that was kind of my own fault, I think. Like it was just like I tucked away in a corner and I was kind of running and I slid and then like ended up stuck. But no, I enjoyed it. This concludes my review of Bright Memory Infinite. 7 out of 10. No, yeah, it was pretty good. No, I'm still okay. Let me just fucking do this then. This should be good then. Okay. Because I'm not paying enough attention to the actual numbers of these things and what I need to be getting or doing or whatever. Yeah, after I did that, I messed around a bit in VR chat in that same like rando world. Just meeting randos or whatever. Had a couple interesting people. I feel like that might be something fun to record. Just you know, get some of the crazy people or whatever. It's basically Omegle, if you ever played Omegle, or if you got on Omegle. It's not really a game. I missed the thing. They did a viewing or whatever in the server. They did an event where they watched Spirited Away, and I forgot because I didn't like. Because you can set a reminder or whatever, because they have like a whole event bot where you can RSVP and then like it sends you a thing, and then you can optionally set a reminder at like a specified time, so it'll send you a ping automatically, and I just like completely forgot. Partly because today's a Saturday, and normally I work on Saturdays, but it snowed, and so I had off. Didn't snow too bad here. I'm sure a lot of people had it worse. But yeah, I was just chilling. I was just chilling all day. Power didn't go out. I mean, I think it really only snowed like overnight, and in the morning there was snow, so they didn't want people out on the roads. Honestly, I feel like by the time I got up, the roads were probably fine. But you know, I got a text from the one of the supervisors in the group chat or whatever. It said we were closed, so if we were closed, don't go to work. Don't come to work today. Wait, what else did I need for the thing? I forgot. Oh right, pillow. I need a bunch of stuff. Flowers thing. Let me just get those going. Wait, no. I actually need these, so I don't want to use them. Fuck. Was that today as well? Yeah, today I shaved, kinda. Because I tried to use. So I think I mentioned that I got some I got a kit like melted wax, and you're supposed to use that to wax your leg or wherever you want to wax to remove hair, and it didn't really work out for me. I didn't like it, so I thought maybe I'd try something else, and I got some like some things that you just like you rub your hands together and it warms them up, and it's like wax is already on the paper, and then you use the paper to take the hair off or whatever. So I thought I'd give that a try, and it seemed to kind of work on the legs, but it also seemed like a hassle. And I was like, well, maybe let me see how it works on the face, and like it kind of worked, but it's still just like way too painful, and I feel like it's compared to using a straight razor, I don't know, because I got like the right side of my face with the wax thing, and then I was like, fuck this, and then I got the other, or the right side of my mustache at least with the wax stuff, and then I decided to just use the straight razor on the other half and the chin and stuff. I'm making the things to make this, and then making these, and then so all of this is on the way. So yeah, I was pretty I don't know. What am I saying? I also didn't. I mean, I probably should have, like, because there's like a little spray that came with the other thing as like a post wax treatment or whatever, and I didn't put that on, and that probably would help with some of the like residual sort of issues, because it's painful. You're ripping hair out of the skin, and it's supposed to be like, because the thing is, it's supposed to take longer to grow back, and I imagine that would be the case, because it does in a way get it shorter, but it definitely missed some, because I feel like there were already some there that were kind of like just short. Like there's definitely still some like tiny hairs there, but I guess comparing it to the left side where I used the straight razor, there's more residue or more like little hairs there. So I mean, it works. It just hurts too goddamn much. Like I don't know. Because I mean, especially like because the upper lip is so sensitive, actually, which is why kissing is so fun. So there's a guy in the random world. He was like, can I do a test on you? And I was like, sure, whatever. And he said, look into my eyes, and like it got real close, and he like leaned in for a kiss or whatever in VR chat. He just like got really close. And I was like, well, okay, interesting. What's the test? And he's like, oh, sometimes it gets a reaction out of people. And I was like, well, I don't know. I didn't. I mean, because I'm not very. I don't normally have very strong reactions to things, so I just kind of sat there and was just like, oh, okay, cool. And he was like, no, well, it's sometimes it gets reactions, and I was like, no, you're fine. Like it's not you, it's me, like 100%. Like, but it was just funny too, and because in that world or whatever, there's also a group events or whatever. Every 20 minutes, it brings everybody into the space. Into the same space or whatever, everybody in the instance into the same world to like reconvene or whatever. Well, not everybody. You can opt out of the group stuff, but it was just kind of fun seeing him again. And there was another guy, could have been a girl, I'm not sure, but there was somebody else that that wasn't talking. Their mic was on and you could hear them like giggling, but for whatever reason they chose not to talk, which I think was just so fucking funny. Because like I immediately just figured that out, and because they had VR or whatever, so the two of us were kind of using like hand motions and stuff, and I was talking to them, but it was funny just doing the like hand motions and the gestures and stuff. And then they went over, there's like a board where you can mark your different like interests, and they went over and like pointed at like the ones that I had checked, and then I just like explained the things that I liked about whatever the thing was. It was, I don't know, it was kind of a neat experience. That's totally the type of shit I would do, though. I did that a lot in school. I just picked a day where I was just like, I'm not going to talk today. Or I'm going to try to talk as little as possible, and like my friends are just going to have to fucking deal with it. And it's funny. I thought it was hilarious, and then they were all those two people or whatever were in the group thing, and the kissy boy was chasing the other one down because he was annoyed at them for laughing at him because he tried to do the kiss thing, and then I guess they laughed at him, and he he kept trying to get them to talk. I think at one point they I think they may have said no, like as like a word or whatever. I don't remember the full context, but it was just funny. Um, there was another guy. I think he was just like on TikTok or something. He was just not paying any attention. Um, just like didn't want to be there, I guess. And because I could hear his TikTok and stuff, and my mic was echoing through his mic, and I was just like, okay, this is whatever. Like I looked at I looked at his, because you can like open up the menu and then you can look at people's like status and other various things about them above their head, and I saw his status said life sucks, I need a hug. So I just walked up and I just like gave him a hug, and I just sort of held it there. I think he noticed it, and then he was like, oh hell yeah, or something. I don't really remember, and I just kind of stood there and just like arms up, hugging him for the remainder of the 2 minutes. I don't know if he got any benefit out of it, but I wish him the best. Anyway, this video went a little long just because I was talking. It happens. I think it was at 25. So yeah, VR chat's fun. Take care of yourself.